Hello and welcome to our virtual back to school night. My name is Cheryl Micciche and I am your child's second grade teacher. Just a little bit about myself. This is my 29th year teaching and I have been lucky enough to have every single one of them at Red Bank School. My husband and I just sent our only child, our son Michael, off to the University of Maryland. So we are now learning how to be empty nesters. Okay, a few housekeeping items about our classroom. First, as many of you already know, we are allowed to have water bottles in school. Right now, I am letting the kids keep them on their desk. If they start abusing the privilege of drinking out of their water bottles, they will be moved over to the windowsill. We do have snack time every single day. Some of our snacks have been very, very large. We only have about 10 minutes for our snack each day, so please just send in one smaller snack that'll tide your kids over between breakfast and lunch. Next, we are having our windows and door open so we have good ventilation in the classroom. And as the weather gets colder, it's going to get a little bit chillier in here. We do have a very good heating and air conditioning unit, so we're not going to be freezing. We haven't been sweating. However, as the weather gets cooler, you might want to leave a sweater or a sweatshirt at school or have one in your child's backpack every day, just in case they get cold and need it. Next, for classroom management, I use Classroom Dojo. The kids have a chance to earn dojo points every day. I try not to give more than 2 or 3 points. I really want to make that something they have to work for. I can give them red dojo points, which will subtract from their amount of points. I try very hard not to do that. If your child gets a red dojo, it's because they've been warned many, many times and the behavior hasn't changed. The kids also will be getting awards for hitting milestones with their dojos. We start with 25 and then 50 and then 100, and they get a very special treat when they hit 100 dojo points. All right, on to the academics. We are going to start with reading this year. Our big focus in school this year is on reading. Last year, a lot of kids did not get all of the instruction that we would normally give if the kids were in school. And we are going to be putting full force our new reading program that we got last year. It's called the American Reading Company. We call it ARC for short. And ARC's philosophy is the best way to improve the reading skills is to read, 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 and read some more. The goal of our reading is 30 minutes of reading in our classroom and 30 minutes reading at home. Now, we will be starting a reading challenge, and when we start that reading challenge, we will have a reading log that will be living in your child's homework folder, and it will come home and it'll come back to school. This is to record how much reading your child has, and we also have a chart in school that we will be recording it on. More information will be sent home when we start the reading challenge. Homework we have every single day, Monday through Thursday. I don't give homework on the weekends. Homework is math. However, we also will have our reading challenge. So any reading you can do at home on Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays is only going to help your child because, again, the only way for us to improve our reading is to read, read, and read some more. The kids have heard that a lot of times so far this year. In reading, we have reading skill cards that will be coming home, and I will be sending these home after I assess your child to determine their reading level. I'll be starting to do that in the next couple of days and should be done by about 2 weeks from now. I will be sending home the skills card, which includes both phonics and comprehension skills, and that's the skills that we'll be working on that reading level. Our reading levels are color coordinated. We have green, 1 green, 2 green. We have blue, 1 blue, 2 blue, and we have red, 1 red, 2 red. The goal for second grade is to complete the 2 red level. Now, as part of the reading level, your child will need to memorize sight words. I will not be able to increase them to the next level unless all these sight words are memorized. The levels have reading and phonics. The reading part of the program is to comprehend books at their reading level. Comprehension includes basically understanding the book, being able to tell us about the book, being able to make inferences about what they read. The phonics part is the sounds that we will be practicing, the words we will be practicing, and the books that we're reading that are the ARC books really practice these skills. Now, the cards I will send home have both the phonics skills that we are going to work on that your child will need to master, as well as comprehension skills that they have to know, including some questions that you will be able to ask your child after they read. All right, for math, we're using the Envisions program. We've been using this program for several years. I am going to tell you right off the bat, this is a challenging unit to start the year. We decided that we were going to use this and follow this program throughout, even though the year starts off with some problems, especially the word problems that are difficult. We work on these the entire year. In fact, by the time we're in topic 7, some of these story problems are very similar sounding to the ones that we're doing this week. This will get easier as we continue to go through the year and practice our skills. One of the most important things that the kids need to do that you can definitely help them with is math facts. Math facts are very important. The kids need to have their math facts, both addition and subtraction, memorized through 20. We use a program on the computer in class called Extra Math that drills the kids for 3 to 5 minutes each day. Any extra practice you can do at home with flashcards would be extremely helpful for your child. Pretty soon we're going to be working with problems that have 2-digit numbers, such as 23 plus 64, and it's very difficult to solve these kinds of math problems if you don't know your math facts. As I mentioned earlier, we have math every single day, Monday through Thursday. I also will be using math box pages. These are on white paper, and they're problems that have boxes around them. At times, I'll send these home for homework. Most of the time, though, I'll do them in class. These are pages that I created that follow the most important skills that the kids need to learn for this unit. During math class, I will also be having small math groups, and I'll be doing them for reteaching, for practicing of our skills, and also for enrichment for the kids that have the skills down. All right, the last big instructional unit we use is Foundations. And at the beginning of every Foundations unit, I will be sending home a purple piece of paper with the skills for that unit. There are no words to memorize in Foundations. There are just the skills to teach, and the kids are going to have to use those skills, such as TH says. They should be able to write all the words that have that sound in it. They will need to memorize 3 trick words for each week of the unit. At the bottom of the purple page, the trick words will be written. If there's 2 weeks in the unit, there'll be 6 trick words. Unit 1 has no trick words, so there's no words at the bottom of the page. I will send home a dojo message a few days before each test if you wanted to review any of these skills with your child. Last, please, 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 please reach out to me if you have any questions. Using Class Dojo is the best way to get a hold of me, and I am often able to answer it within an hour or 2. And last, I'd like to thank you for sharing your children with me. I think we're going to have a very great year.